Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at belisiofoods.com/careers.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where we are here with a very special guest this morning, and we are going to learn something that none of us probably know, and we're going to learn about sorghum, right?
That's right. That's right. We're going to learn about sorghum syrup.
That is amazing, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I've heard of sorghum. I have no idea if you start thinking about it, I have no idea what sorghum is. So welcome to the show. Could you tell everybody who you are?
My name's Brent Charette. I'm the Director of Land Stewardship for the Arc of Appalachia.
Okay, and could you tell everybody a little bit about Arc of Appalachia?
The Arc of Appalachia is an organization, a nonprofit organization that was started in 1995. And what we do is we buy and preserve land and then try to, as much as we can, to make it accessible to the public. And we save natural history-oriented sites, so special flowers, special geological features, but we also save cultural history sites. So we have Native American oriented sites, Hopewell sites, as well as the John Roger Simon Farm.
Very cool. And of course, we can't really talk about the Sorghum Festival, which is what we're here to talk about, without talking about that farm. So
that's right.
Let's get into that for a second.
Okay. The John Roger Simon Farm is a fifth generation French immigrant farm in Scioto County. And this particular valley, this specific region of Scioto County was settled by French immigrants. John's great-great-grandfather, Jean-Baptiste Nargeoz.
Ooh, that sounds fancy.
Yes. He came from Alincourt, France in the middle 1860s and settled in Scioto County.
How in the world, isn't it funny? How in the world did you get to Scioto County from France?
That's right. That's right.
Just wonder.
That's right. And the whole region was settled by French immigrants, and they had a post office called French Ohio. And when you look at the surnames for the region, they're very French.
Okay. Very cool. And so the current owner of the farm when did this thing start? Like you said, in the 80s?
Yes, John is a very amazing individual. He's still with us.
Yes.
But he sold us part of the farm because he really wanted to save. He has over 500 acres, over 350 acres of incredible timber, and he wanted that timber preserved. Sure. And so that's how we made the connection with John, because that's one of the things we do. But then we saw the farm and we found out about what John was doing on the farm. It's like, John, yes, we definitely want to save the forest, but we want to save the farm too.
Yeah, like this is way too cool.
Way too amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And so how did this Sorghum Festival get started?
John loved agrarian lifestyles. So he loved the farming. He loved the Appalachian culture. He was a professor in the university, Shawnee State University, and he taught Appalachian culture, Appalachian sociology, Appalachian music. He was an accomplished musician, could play any of the stringed instruments. So he played fiddle, he played banjo. When he was 10 years old, his mom said, John, it's time for you to learn to play a musical instrument. What do you want to play? He said, Ma, I want to play the 5-string banjo. And so that's how it started.
Hey, listen, I've always said if I learned to play one instrument, it would be the banjo. I just think they're fascinating.
That's right. His grandfather was...
How funny, though.
Yeah, his grandfather on his mom's side was a fiddle player. John loved nothing more than working on the farm all week and going to the square dances at the end of the road on the weekend. That was what John loved. So in 1982, John had the opportunity to buy a sorghum press and a sorghum evaporator from Albert Hackworth, who lived a couple miles up Pond Creek, as John said. And he brought that press and evaporator to his farm, built a shed to put it in, and he started making sorghum syrup. He had friends and neighbors and other people who were musicians come out. They played music, they made sorghum syrup. He had country food, and it began the John Roger Simon Sorghum Festival in 1982.
How fun is that? And it has continued on with a few hiccups along the way. You know, we
That's
did
right.
have this pandemic and some
That's
other
right.
things.
That's
that,
right. So
that
we
have
did miss a
happened.
couple years.
Yes, well, of course. So let's talk about sorghum for a minute, because I've heard that word probably 1,000 times in my life and have no idea what sorghum is.
Sorghum is a grass. It's in the grass family, like corn and sugarcane. And sorghum is grown not just to make sorghum syrup, but they also grow grain sorghum. So they grow it for the seed heads that are different than corn. They're not on a cob, they're at the top of the plant. And
Okay.
so they grow grain sorghum. But this sorghum is particularly grown to make syrup, to grow a lot of syrup.
Well, I guess, and I'm thinking of sorghum as the same as like molasses, where it, you know, it comes out of a tree or
That's maple syrup.
syrup.
Right. Maple syrup. It's made the way John makes it. It's made almost the same way as you make maple syrup. The evaporator's set up a little differently,
Okay.
but a lot of people have seen, if they've seen sorghum syrup, they've seen it made in one large pan in one large batch.
Okay.
John's is much different than that. It's more like a maple syrup evaporator, where it's called continuous flow. The sap comes in and it's continuously flowing through this pan, and you take it off in batches. And so, for instance, we made our first batch on Monday of this week. They made 27 gallons of of sorghum syrup, not maple
Sure.
syrup, of sorghum syrup. And John makes his sorghum syrup a little bit different than some people. It's not as dark and as brown as molasses.
Okay.
And so he liked his just a little bit lighter, and it has an incredible flavor. It's
What
got
does
a
it taste
sister.
like?
Well, it's sweet, but it has a citrusy flavor. It's got a little bit of
Fun.
citrus, and not quite as harsh as molasses. There's no bitterness.
Yeah, because molasses can get pretty
Can
rough.
get bitter.
Did you find some pictures? Well, we sicked Adrian
There you go.
on some pictures. So is that what you were talking about, the seeds?
That's
coming
the
off
seed
top?
heads at the top.
Okay.
Now, when we prepare the sorghum to make syrup, one of the first things we do is we cut those tops off.
It looks a little like corn.
But that's right. If you saw it driving down the road, you might mistake it for corn.
Okay.
And then we cut the tops off because we're trying to keep the sap, that when we press it, we want it as clean as possible. And so you don't get any of that dirt that's on those seed heads. And then you
Okay.
strip all the leaves off, and then you cut the cane.
So the stalk basically
That's right.
in the middle.
Mm-hmm. That's all you want.
Amazing.
And then you cut that. You do everything you can. Don't ever let that cane touch the dirt. Again, you want it as clean. Keep it as clean as you
and
can.
natural as possible.
Mhm.
And don't you wonder, like you just have to think, in the history of the earth, who's the person that saw that and thought, I'm going to take that stalk and I'm going to press it and I'm going to get a syrup
That's
out
right.
of it?
That's
you
right.
just wonder, like,
Right.
how did that happen?
Right. And it's like that with a lot of things. You think that about sugarcane. And sugarcane, of course, because of the environment it grows in, it's much bigger. And so the output's much higher. And just to highlight a difference between this and maple syrup, in maple syrup, it takes 41 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup.
Okay.
Okay. With sorghum syrup, it's much sweeter. It only takes 11 gallons
Oh, okay.
of sorghum sap to make 1 gallon of sorghum syrup.
Cool.
11 to 15. It depends on the year.
Well, fun. Well,
Yeah.
let's tell everybody about the festival then.
Yeah, the festival is this weekend, the 28th and 29th, on Saturday and Sunday. It begins at 10, it ends at 4 p.m. It's a family event. Free parking,
Yes.
free admission. We want people to know, we want you to come out and have a good time. We have music, we have country food. So literally everything we have at the festival has sorghum in it.
Awesome.
So it may be just a little bit, but even the bean soup has sorghum in it. We have all kinds of desserts. We have hot dogs with meat sauce. So we've got all kinds of food. But one of the main
The
things
F
we
word
have,
is important.
that's right. That's right. We run on our stomachs.
Yes.
The important thing is that we have all kinds of crafts, all kinds of Appalachian heritage crafts. So we make apple butter, we make apple cider, we have wheat weaving, we have corn husk dolls, we have corn shelling, we have any number of things that people can come. And what's important for their families is we want your children to come out and try them.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
so
to
they
be
can
experience all
That's
of
right.
this.
So they can try their hand at shelling corn. They can try their hand at making apple cider. They can try their hand at stirring the apple butter. You start making the apple butter at 9 in the morning and it doesn't finish till 2 in the afternoon.
Sure.
There's a lot of stirring in between.
Yes. Yes, and you cannot stop.
That's right.
Starts.
That's right. You don't want it to burn.
Yes, that's exactly right. Coming from somebody that has, as we have some local granges around here that make apple butter, and yes, you do not stop.
There you go.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so how do people find you?
Okay, so John Roger Simon Farm is on Pond Creek, Carey's Run Road. But it's easy to get to from Jackson or from this area.
Okay.
If you just take the Appalachian Highway west to State Route 23 or 104,
Okay.
you go south. You're going to want to be towards Portsmouth.
Or
you're going
Portsmouth if you're from here.
Okay, and you're going to want to be on State Route 104 before you get to Portsmouth
Yes.
because you want to turn west on State Route 73.
Okay.
Okay, so before you get to West Portsmouth,
So that would be right.
that's right. Yeah, as you're headed south, you're going to turn right
Sure.
on State Route 73. You're going to go 3 miles, and there'll be Pond Creek, Carey's Run Road on your left. You're going to
Okay.
turn left. It's a half mile down.
Are there signs?
There'll be signs all the way.
There you go.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, and I don't know how I've lived all of my life and not realized this that much, but you don't have to get to 104 from 23. You can actually keep on Route 32 and then turn on to 104.
That's right.
Which is what I would recommend because then you're on the road.
You're on the right road.
Yeah. You need
Right.
it's not as you don't have to
That's
make so many
that's
turns.
right. That's probably the most direct route.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that is okay, so times again?
The times again, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday and Sunday.
How fun. Come out. There will be so much for you all to do. Bring the kids. I think that's really, really important to let the kids experience their culture.
One of the fun things that we have there that I didn't mention is we have a man that spins a lariat and does rope tricks with lariats.
Fun.
But he brings lariats for kids, and then he gets all the kids trying to spin a lariat, and so it's hilarious. It's great.
Awesome.
Mom and dad trying to outspin their kids.
I'm telling you what, if you want to ever humble yourself quickly, try to rope something.
That's right. There you go.
Yeah. It is not. The cowboys on TV make it look easy.
That's right.
It is not.
It is not. It is not.
That it is not. So, well, very good. And we hope that everybody comes out this weekend.
That's right.
Very, very fun time. What a wonderful learning lesson, yet fun for the kids.
That's right.
And the adults as well. And there's food.
That's right. It doesn't get any better than that. And it's not just food. It is good country food.
There you go. And you can find out what sorghum is. And you were telling me that you had just made some sorghum, candy, right?
Right. We made sorghum caramels, and we're going to have we'll be selling sorghum caramels at the festival. And we had never made it before. We thought, this might be pretty good.
Yes, it sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, the next time you come in, don't be coming without any of that.
I didn't even think about that.
Shame on
That's
you.
Right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But if you want to get further in this building, the F
food.
word. It is the F
food.
word for sure. I mean food. Get your minds out the gutter. But no, that's awesome. So Brent, thank you so much for coming in. We hope that you all continue on, and this is a wild success because it sounds like
Jen.
so much fun.
Thank you very much.
Very, very good. All right, Adrian. I think Adrian has worked hard and gotten us tell us what we're going to hear today, buddy.
All right, so I wasn't the one.
Oh, you do have a mic over there. Okay.
They recorded the finale to the parade, and
The Apple Festival parade.
Yep.
Great.
And well, there were a few issues. I did edit it down, and we've got the last 30 minutes of the parade for you guys.
Wonderful. So, if you couldn't make it out in person, which I could not, I'm so excited. So let's catch the ending of this year's Jackson Apple Festival parade. And then on the other side of that, we'll be back with Red Thompson to do some Benton County news.
Next, we have Joe Simpson, mobile mechanic, and he's also representing Jaffe. He would like to thank, and Jaffe would like to thank you for helping raise over $10,000 this Christmas, and that goes a long way.
Joe is the chairman of that event.
Never seems to go far enough, though, does it? Next, we have the Beaver.
The only thing I have is Queen Anna. Or Anna.
Next, we have the Fall Festival Leads, Queen Clarissa Burns.
Next up, the Benton County Junior Fair. And her royalty.
Next, we have Miss Benton County and Court.
Next we have Pike County Early Childhood Program. You wide open from there. Next, we have the West Jefferson Ox Roast Festival. First attended, Sydney Smith. Thank you for being here.
Next, we have the River Day. Coach Shelby and her court would like to invite you to today's festival in Ohio on Labor Day weekend.
We have engine number 4 from the Open Volunteer Fire.
Next, we have from Portsmouth, Ohio, the Gibbs Battery L 1st Ohio Light Artillery Division Civil War Reenactment Group.
Miss Ohio Cinderella Baby.
Yeah.
We got some fishing tales going on here, Brian. We have the JHS fishing team. We were trying to get them to tell a fishing story.
Uh-oh.
Those things look real.
Looky there. They got a fish.
2 seasons. We've had 2 state top 10s. 3 sets have gone on to national qualifying team.
Looky there.
Those are real.
Caught right here on the downtown street of Ohio.
It's pretty cool towards here.
This is fish.
You didn't get one, did you?
Oh, we got a fishing tail there.
Our fishing coach was Jeff Strasser. I seen him in the truck. His boat.
And I believe he told me there are a team of 2 are coming back to the internationals last year, so they will be back.
That's great. This one's got his pole out, but he ain't got no fish. What? Is that right? That's a fish.
See how big your fish was. That's what I figured. That's a typical angler, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, what's coming up here special? I got to give them a big plug. This is from Buddy Elementary. They are the 2024 Grand Champion float. But what is unique about this float, 10 days ago, it was in the Ohilco days. The parents at Bundy completely redid this float for the Apple Festival. So we have to give them a shout out.
They've done a wonderful job.
That apple pie there reminds me of the big pie.
Yes. And we have a couple more cars from the Old Antique Appalachian Car Club.
Well, I'm very nuts.
And now we have the Waverly High School Marching Tigers.
You just catch yourself singing along with these bands on these songs.
Thank you, Waverly.
Next we have the Jackson County Republican Party. We have Bernie Marino for the Senate, Judge Dan Hopkins for the highest Supreme Court.
Yep, right there goes Bernie Marino. Next up, we have the CLA float. CLA is a non-public preschool grade through 12 in Jackson, Ohio, a ministry of Good Shepherd Wesleyan Church.
Behind the Christian Life Academy float, we have the Christian Life Academy band under the direction of Paul Ho.
Paul has done a wonderful job out to CLA since retiring.
I don't think Paul's ever retired.
Paul's never retired.
Can you still play the trombone with your feet? I tell everybody about that. You just have to witness it, I guess.
Next, we have our Hocking County Fallen Heroes. Very impressive.
Next, we have the Teeny Top Miss Queen Chloe Fisher.
After that, we have Tony Cavalier, WSAZ. Tony was also a recipient of the Johnny Appleseed Award from the Apple Festival here in Jackson, Ohio. Thank you, Tony Cavalier, for all you do.
Next, we have the Xenia High School Marching Buccaneers.
From Xenia, Ohio, another 100-mile trip. We appreciate them being here. Thank you, Xenia. Next up, our Crumble Cookie Van.
Feeling a little hungry, Brent.
Well, if they make it, you watch that group down there, Scott. I know they'll probably try to bombard it.
Next, we have Ryan's Exhaust and Performance.
Okie, Ohio.
Next, we have Summers in Bloom. We have Little Miss Elena Smith, Petite Miss Meredith McKee, Junior Miss Marianne McKee, Teen Queen Isabella Hocker, and Queen Kara Sheridan.
We're on it. Next, we have a Hamilton Township Volunteer Fire and Rescue. Thank you for all you do.
Next, we have Ron's Garage. Ron's Record and Total Sales.
Here in Jackson, Ohio. Seth Osborne.
And we have the Wild Turkey Festival. First full weekend in May in MacArthur, we have Queen Brinley French, first runner-up, Brinley Clary, second runner-up, Emily McDaniel.
And right behind them, we have Eclipse Baton Group.
Next we have Top Tier Custom.
That's a nice Jeep, Tammy, but I don't think I can get in it.
I think you'll be a little challenged.
Yeah, you would be in there. New business here in Jackson. Top Tier Custom. Right behind them, we have Willows High School Band. Friends of Willows Marching Pirates. Thank you for being here.
Next we have Fabulous D Boutique here in Jackson.
Coming up behind Fab D, we have the Old Settlers reunion, Labor Day weekend. Queen Kensington Frank, first attendant, Addison Court. Second, Miley McKee, Miss Congeniality, Helen Rupp. Jada Strasball. Second, Lily Bentley, and junior Miss Jolene. I can't get the last name. What? They heard you.
Next we have some more slingshots. This one's all lit up from the Polaris group. Kind of looks like Batman coming.
Right now, the Liberty Township Volunteer Fire Department.
Next we have the South Webster High School Screaming Jeep Band.
Screaming.
Let's scream forward.
Hey, there you go. New Day. I reckon Joe Burrow's in there.
Some more from the Polaris Slingshot Club. Oh, look at the Buckeye Slingshot.
I like that one. Next, we have some of our car show winners. They had a really nice car show in the park today at Manpower. A lot of entries, I heard.
Another car from the car show today.
Look at the hydraulics on that one.
Next we have the Moonshine Festival, Queen Carly's Fair, and Little Miss Danny Post.
And next we have Oaks Tree Service.
Marching Dragons. Quite a ways to drive.
Yes, on the other side of Lancaster. Thank you for being here, Fairland. Next up, we have our folks from ARC Advanced Remediation. They do smoke damage, water damage, car damage, and more.
Next we have from the 4-H board, the Haunted Wagon coming for a night of fright. Head to the Haunted Barn.
Uh-oh. Easy now, don't you jump out.
Fright at the Fairgrounds, October 19th, 2024. Creepy Jeepies are back.
Next up, we have the London Strawberry Junior Miss.
Queen Aria James held the Thursday through Friday, the weekend after Father's Day in London, Ohio. Come and enjoy things all strawberry.
Next, we have the Counseling Center.
Following it was the Miami Trace High School Marching Panther Pride.
Thank you, Miami Trace. Next, we have the American Legion World War II veteran.
Jimmy West. Jimmy served, he stormed the beaches of Normandy, served in Vietnam and Korea. We thank you, sir, for this. And he's going to be 100 years old this year. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
That's American Legion Post 81. Thank you, Jimmy West.
Next, we have the little Baltimore Queen, Katie Idle, and Angela.
Next, we have Right Grand Community. We are the Storm.
And they're going to start a new football program. Some good athletic programs down there already.
Next, we have the Liberty Township Volunteer Fire Department Engine 1502. Thank you for all you do. First responder van. SUV.
Liberty Township. Thank you for all you do. Next up, we have the Denny Truck Driving Academy.
Next, we have the Benton County Junior Fair Queen. We have Miss Summerfest, overall winner Paisley, Miss Teen, Great Lakes, Emily.
Our show entry or coming up, we have the Benton County High School Marching Bike. Jackson DAV, Disabled American Veterans.
Next, we have the Wellston High School senior class of 2025. Let's hear from you.
Way to go, Wagoners.
And here's my favorite float, the Wellston Lions Club and Santa.
A little warm, isn't it, Santa? Jackson Fire Department brush truck, 1416.
We have a few red shirts here,
We have some red shirts, and the president of this year's Apple Festival, Brandon
Davis.
Great work, guys. No.
And we have the antique fire truck to bring up the end of the parade. Thank you, Dave Channel, for all you've done over the years.
Thank you, David. Well, it looks like, Tammy, we've got another one in the books.
83 years of Apple Festival.
Not everybody give these people on the stage up here one last round of applause. We still have a few more activities going on from the stage tonight, but thank you for all that you have done for us, and We hope to see you again next year.
Daniel.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
Well, welcome back, everyone. And as promised, we are here with our good friend, Red Thompson Jr., and he has sat down in the news chair and is ready to party this morning. What's going on, Red?
Oh, wow. Well, I know. Did you enjoy the Apple Festival?
More so than I thought I would.
I tell you, well, the staff here, it's a busy week for us, and we're on Apple Festival withdrawal now, getting everything caught back up.
It's the thing that you love to see it come, you love to see it go, and hate to see it go all at the same time, if that makes any sense.
I really hated that Mark Wills had transportation problems.
I know, that's a bummer.
And you know that happens in the entertainment industry, and unfortunately it did, and hopefully he'll be back in the area. We wrote a nice promo on him. Was hoping to get a big crowd, but you know things happen, and
it does.
So hopefully he'll be back in the area soon. And thanks for having us back again, by the way.
Of course.
And I want to talk about we talk about the past a lot, but want to talk about the future today.
Okay.
The Benton County School Board had a long discussion on career development at their meeting on September 17th. And they had several different angles of the way they prepare students for the future jobs. Buckeye Hills are doing a lot down there with Jamie Nash.
Yes,
and Roger Houck and Misty Napier, they kind of focused on that. And Board President, Vice President Marianne Hale spoke about what they're doing down there as well. And Buckeye Hills has got programs where they're half class, half hands-on.
Yes.
And they're bringing in equipment. The students are working in the classroom in the morning, and there's 8 days a month, I think, where they're bringing in equipment. They're going to work on it.
Cool.
And obviously, in Benton County High School, Superintendent Rick Brooks also spoke about the welding program.
Mm-hmm.
The school district took a massive project over the summer to repurpose the old band room at the old high school into a new welding center.
Really?
It's a large project. It also included some paving over some new paving. They paved quite a bit and put in about 25 new parking spaces.
Okay.
When they paved the whole board office, but they also paved over quite a bit of grass to create new parking. They totally revamped the building. They had to HVAC it, put in the stalls, the new bathrooms. It was a big project, and it really looks nice. And so students that'll save them to travel to Buckeye Hills, some of the welding students, if that's all they want to do. And at Buckeye Hills, we would be down there, they've got very new buildings, medical buildings, construction buildings. And I'm sure, Jen, that all this is being driven by, the Columbus boom.
Oh, absolutely.
Our kids can go to Columbus and make money that we
Listen, I've talked to some of the kids that are doing that, and they don't know what to do with all of their money. Like it's insane.
Yeah, I've never had that problem.
Yeah, me either. Really never.
Young kids, and they're learning all kinds of mechanical skills, and Columbus it grows. It's growing almost in a Circleville, Jen.
Yes, it is. And out out east, and it's crazy.
So, lots of opportunities for our kids, and the Benton County Local Schools also has an award-winning Spanish program, and that might not mean to us here, but in Columbus,
Yes.
that's another way to get a job in
Sure.
Columbus. Spanish is well spoken in Columbus, and so good things going on in the Benton County Local Schools. Congratulations to Rick Brooks and Mary Ann Hale.
Keep it up.
Yeah. And Roger Halkis, the Workforce Development Board member, and Misty Napier, our grand, just doing a lot of good things to get the kids ready.
Yep.
And just wanted to also mention at Benton County High, there is it's homecoming week. So they were out
Okay.
celebrating the homecoming week last week. They were the candidates, and the homecoming court. These are the girls, and there's also that one of them will be crowned Friday night. They're in the back row, but just to tell you who they are, in the front row, the freshman attendant Paisley Kirby, sophomore attendant Justice Atkins, junior attendant Lexi Hamilton. And in the back row, one of these girls will be crowned Friday night when they play Alexander. Hannah Sperry, Jessica Wells, Kaylee Composto, and Jordan Zinn. So one of those will be crowned. They had the homecoming parade up there last night, and they have a lot of fun, and it was a rainy night. So I saw some pictures at Donnie Goodson Turk, and there's one of them right there. Look at that. Look at the band. That's band director Avery Banfield and the band members walking through the rainy streets of MacArthur.
Yes, it definitely looks rainy.
And Donnie's a teacher up at Benton County, and he helps us out from time to time. So I was getting caught up last night. I tell you, I got a little bit behind because of all the Apple Festival stuff, so I got caught up last night.
Well,
so
good.
Good to get caught up.
Yes, for sure.
And also in Benton County, today is the first meeting of the new Benton County Department of Tourism. And it's going to be at the development office at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So Benton County now has 2 tourism marketing agencies, the Convention and Visitors Bureau and the new Department of Tourism Marketing, which is a county-run program. So a lot of tourism going on in Benton County. We'll find out what the new department has in store today and have coverage on that. Just a couple of things in Jackson County. Jeremiah's going to be there this afternoon, but the Oak Hill Council declared today is Ply Bricko Day
Okay.
in the village. And, they came to the old A.P. Green property and stayed in the area when they could have left. So, people don't realize that job retention is as important as it's good to get new jobs, but you got to keep the jobs you already have.
Absolutely.
And they have good jobs, and they could have left the area, but they chose to move into a nice facility at AP Green. And the council wanted to recognize that fact by making today. So if you're in Oak Hill today, think of Ply Bricko and all the good things that they do for the county. It's a big economic driver that we have, and we need jobs in Jackson County, so we're glad to have them and congratulate them for making a big investment in the county.
Absolutely.
Well, we also have football tomorrow night.
Yes.
And now 4 teams, 3 of them's on the road.
They need their little swimmies out tomorrow night. They're going to have to swim up and down the field, I think.
Yeah, take the boat.
Finally.
Get the boats out, the ferry. Jackson will be at McLean in FAC opener. They're coming off a tough loss, Jen. They got behind. They was trying to catch up. They just fell a little short last week. But Jackson will be at McLean. Wellston's down at River Valley. And TBC play. Oak Hill's over at Waverly, where that'll be a tough test for them. And, of course, the Benton County homecoming, Alexander. They'll try to come out tomorrow night and see them. So there's a lot going on this weekend and this week, and the homecomings are always fun. The other 3 schools will be having theirs. So all the games tomorrow night, as always, will be on the radio and the app. And the Benton County game will be streamed. I'm not sure if the away games, some of them are and some of them aren't. I haven't saw the schedule, but catch high school football tomorrow night. Have you ever heard, Jim, when you're in a small town, sports is part of your Friday night, whether you want it to be or not?
Yeah, no, it definitely is. It's a thing for sure.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on, and today, as we speak, Cardo Jones is out at the Brazil golf tournament out there today. We'll have coverage of that. Todd Compson's out there now with former Ohio State and professional quarterback Cardo Jones is out there as a special guest. And there's just a lot going on in the area, and we just go out there and have fun, and Total Media will keep you informed about everything that's going on.
Love that. And that's what we're here for. So, well, Red, thank you so much for stopping by today. We greatly appreciate it.
Okay, and congratulations to all the good things that's going on. We talked about jobs today, and
love that.
Everybody could go out there and find a good job and make a good future for themselves.
You got it. You got it. That's opportunities are endless around here right now. So just jump on one. How's that? All right. Well, we will be back here tomorrow. I think we're going to be talking about the Renaissance Festival, right, Adrian, down at Rio Grande? Okay, very cool. We'll be talking about that and some more news and other things. So have a great day, everyone. We thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll be right back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more, in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.